He will forever be known for 5 words.
I'm a man! I'm 40!
Immediately following a significant win over Texas Tech in 2007, Mike Gundy stood up for his quarterback, Bobby Reed, who was criticized in a newspaper article.
I'm writing about a kid that does everything right, that's heart's broken.
Since then, Gundy elevated his alma mater's football program. In 13 seasons, Gundy's teams at Oklahoma State have won 10-plus games in a season 6 times. The former OSU quarterback has elevated his game as a head coach since that September day 11 years ago.
Come after me!
Gundy admitted that tirade benefited his program in recruiting, but since then, Gundy has evolved himself.
I've aged and have done this so long, not a lot of things bother me anymore.
Let's just say Gundy is more comfortable in his own skin as a head coach, literally. So much so, he's not afraid to go shirtless at a homecoming pep rally with his quarterback.
And he kind of looked at me and whatever. I couldn't get him to do it. I said, I tell you what, I'll take my shirt off if you'll take your shirt off.
He humors it all, including wearing an OSU wrestling singlet and the growth of his legendary mullet, which began to take shape in 2016.
Well, last year it was the Mary Kay ladies and your interaction. This year, you're bringing the style to another level. You have a new hairdo. What is this your wife's decision, or is it something you were comfortable?
I thought Mary Kay was going to be here again. And so I got here and it was just you guys. And so pretty much I wasted 2 months of hair growth. You'd like to have that, wouldn't you? I'm heading toward a mullet, you know. Get a little bit of loose perm in there and get a bi-level cut and go right back to it.
Change is inevitable, but the business in the front and the party in the back remains. Gundy has grasped change in other areas like social media.
It's the society we live in today.
The soon-to-be 51-year-old coach has a firm grasp on the importance of social media in the modern era of college football and recruiting.
Wanted to wish you a happy 50th birthday.
From wishing his former teammate at OSU, Barry Sanders, happy B-Day, to tweeting about one of his son's accomplishments in baseball, Mike Gundy is an active tweeter. Recently, Gundy learned the value of the emoji in communicating on Twitter. His boss, OSU Athletics Director Mike Holder, was interviewed by Pistols Firing blog about Gundy and the football program. Holder said, I would approach recruiting a little differently than he does. I want to finish higher in those recruiting rankings than we consistently do. Holder concluded by saying, I think we settle when we don't have to. Holder's response created a firestorm of media attention, and Gundy responded to it with 2 simple emojis on Twitter.
Oh, that was related directly to it. I was like, I'm not worried about what he did. I'm trying to get hits. That's a perfect. He lobbed me a pitch for a great Twitter hit. I knew what he was trying to say. He just didn't do a good job of getting the information out there. Only one of those emojis was my suggestion. Okay. The other one wasn't. It was the eye roll and it was the...
Oh, thank you. Eye roll was yours.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Now, that led me to some deep thinking. I pondered on the idea that Mike Gundy should have his own emoji. You see, since the OSU head coach prefers the eye roll and the thinking emoji, but they needed a few added features. How about this one? A thinking emoji with Gundy's mullet, possibly? Well, this may be the winner. The Gundy mullet with the eye roll emoji with that thought bubble, including that legendary quote.
I'm a man! I'm 40!
Gundy himself invested some thought into the idea.
If I was going to build on history, it would have to be the I'm a man, I'm 41. I bet that would be an emoji.
A Gundy emoji could generate more income, the same way farming has.
I'm into it big right now.
The OSU football coach is a farmer. Gundy and his sons breed many longhorn cattle, turkeys, peacocks, and they grow hay.
We advertise weed-free, high-protein, horse Bermuda hay.
True story, Gundy's farming roots date back to when he was a kid working his family's farm in Meeker, Oklahoma. It's something he's exposed his 3 sons to.
And your boys have been extremely receptive to this?
No, not receptive at all. But they don't have a choice. So I leave them chores, and it's not that bad. I give them like 2 to 3 hours of work in the afternoon, and they go do football, and they come back and they do 2 or 3 hours and act like it's the end of the time. But it's good for them. kids need manual labor.
His oldest son is currently in college, and the middle son, Gunner, is an up-and-coming quarterback at Stillwater High School. But I'm not sure if Gunner will receive a scholarship from Dad.
I just told him the other day, I went and watched him, and I told him he's definitely not good enough.
A straight shooting football coach with a mullet who doubles as a farmer. Sean Clinch, KView Sports.